Hello everybody, I have another speed paint for you guys today, and I'm really excited about sharing this one because it not only features me, but also Renee, Violet, and CrazyComicLady. And the reason I drew all of us together as our bending selves from the world of Avatar: The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra is because we are sponsoring the 20-day Avatar challenge over on Instagram, and if you'd like, you can come join in on that. We just started on Tuesday, I think. So you can either jump in from the beginning or jump in right where we're at. Either way, it's cool. We love seeing you guys' art, and we're seeing some really cool entries. Well, I guess not really entries, but like submissions. It's not really a contest, it's more just about having fun, and I really like that. It's so much fun. If you can come and join us, I would totally be excited. A couple weeks ago, CCL and I did the Pokemon challenge, so you had to draw one thing a day for 20 days. It was a lot of drawing, and I didn't put a lot of effort into it. Like, I put a lot of effort into my idea, but when it came down to drawing it, I just sort of like sketched it and colored it, and I wasn't really happy with the stuff. So if you didn't like that, then I got some news for you, buddy. This new challenge, the 20-day Avatar drawing challenge, I'm putting time into this. I am drawing, I'm sketching, I'm second sketch layer, I am doing line art, and then I am coloring it, and I'm even throwing in backgrounds. It's going crazy. I can't believe I'm doing all this, but it's so much fun, and I don't know, Avatar: The Last Airbender is just like my favorite cartoon ever. Like, I love shows with continuous plot lines, and this one just... it gets you, you know? I love the characters, I love the plot, I love, like, all their motivations and the reasons they do things, and, like, the reasons, I don't know, everything, man. I just love this show, and if you do too, I totally suggest you come and do the 20-day Avatar challenge with us, because it's so much fun! Anyway, can you tell I'm excited? Yeah, I'm really excited. Anyway, yeah, check that out, and I should probably talk about the drawing. So, for this drawing is actually for day 2 of the 20-day Avatar challenge that me, CCL, and Renee came up with. So the prompt for today was to draw yourself in the city you live in, or your favorite city, and I'm an air nomad for mine, because I chose to be an airbender, so I don't really have a home. I kind of just, like, move around. So I decided to draw the island of KYOSHI, and one of the biggest, like, markers of that city is this giant KYOSHI statue. And so I decided, instead of drawing the whole background, which I thought would take way too long, I was like, oh, if I just draw myself taking a selfie next to the statue, it'll be a lot less background to draw. So that was the idea behind it. And here I am drawing KYOSHI, the statue, and I'm using like the same kind of technique I do for like the color keys. So if you're wondering how I draw color keys like in other videos, that is how I do it. And then I'm just adding like a simple background with some clouds and stuff because the angle's really funny. And I've always wanted to draw pictures of like myself taking a selfie kind of thing, and I've tried it before and it never really turns out quite right because you have to get the perspective. You know, you have to know something about perspective to get it right. And so for this one, I decided to try it again, and I'm really happy that I did because I like the way it turns out. And now I'm working on CCL right now. She's actually Fire Lord CCL, so she's got her head, I don't know what you'd call that. It's like a headdress or something. It's a little, like, flamey thing that pokes into the ponytail for firebenders. Well, for the Fire Lord. Yeah. And then this is her outfit that she designed, and later on she helps, like, I was actually screen sharing this video with her when I was drawing it, and so she helped me like get the colors right. It was kind of funny. So you'll watch me like struggle with the colors, and she's like, no, not that color, not this color. Oh, now I'm coloring it, like I said before. So yeah, I'm just playing around with it, getting the colors just the way I want them. And yeah, I don't really know much else to say about this. When I'm drawing in this style, actually, I don't like to draw or color in the eyes. Like, I just like them to be black pupils. And a way to get around not coloring the pupils and still having, like, a sort of color to it is to shade the color of the eye in the white part. I don't know if that makes sense, but I really like to do it. And I think it, like, gives it a little bit more life to it when you're not going to color it. So, it's just a simple, sketchy style that I like, and I feel like coloring the eyes, I think they're the irises, yeah. The irises just makes it look a little too busy for me, and I really like the way it looks without them, so I don't do it. And here I am struggling with the colors, like I was talking about before. And she's actually kind of a more purpley, because she accidentally colored herself purple when she was drawing her challenge, because for day 1 she had to draw herself as a bender, and she accidentally made herself a little too purple. So we've decided to just go with it, and so I was coloring it in purple as well. And then she decided she wanted to be glittery, so I was adding all these glitter, and I ended up going with this design. I think it turned out a little bit better. Yeah, and I ended up shading it, which I didn't want to do because I was like, this is already going to take forever. And if I shade her, then I have to shade everyone else. But I do end up shading everybody else. That is why this video is so long. I think I'm about at the halfway now. Yeah, and we are just starting on the line art for Renee. And I decided to give her a goofy face because this is a selfie and not everyone's going to make a serious face. And especially since the angle that when I draw myself, the angle I'm drawing myself in is so unflattering. I don't know, I just find this so amusing. I don't know. It's really fun to draw selfies. You should definitely try it. So basically, I'm just doing the line art. I'm kind of running out of things to say because this is a really long video. But yeah, if you want to check out theirs, these two, Renee Violet and CCL, are also doing the 20-day avatar challenge. You can check out their art as well. They're really great artists. And I love looking at everybody's... it's so good. Oh, and if you're wondering if what she's doing with her hands, she doesn't have to go to the bathroom, okay? She's doing the air scooter. So, yeah. I just noticed, I was looking at it, I'm like, looks like she's kind of just to go to the bathroom. But no, that's not what's going on. She's doing an air scooter, so don't worry about it. And I also decided to give her glasses, and you'll see I put Aang in this because I forgot to do a color key, and that was mainly because I wasn't planning on making this a video at first, but then I just really liked the way it turned out. So I decided to make it a video because I want to share it with you guys because I really love it, and I hope you guys do too. But yeah, so pardon the Aang reference right there. I was just using it for the colors because Renee is an air nomad. Renee's an airbender, I'm an airbender, and CCL's a firebender, if you haven't already guessed. So, yeah. Talking about things. Just adding some highlights to the hair. Finishing up the color on her air nomad outfit. And then adding some shading, because I had already done it for CCL, so I had to do it for her too. And then adding the glasses, so there's a little bit of a reflection. And, of course, you're not an airbending master without your arrow tattoo, so I had to make sure I gave her an arrow tattoo. And then at this point we decided, you know what, why don't we put glitter on everyone, because we're wearing our fancy outfits today. So I added a little bit of glitter to her nomad costume. I think it's just funny because it's not really like Aang anymore, because now it's a little bit special, so we added a little bit of glitter to everything. And then I'm adding the air of her air scooter, which when you do the air scooter, it's basically just like this ball of air that you ride on top of, which is kind of hard to draw when it's like half off the screen, but I think I managed pretty well. And then it was time to draw me. Well, do the line art for me. I already draw myself. And then here's the wonderfully flattering angle, looking straight up my nose. And I've got some eyelashes, and again doing the eyes, but with no irises, just because I'm trying to keep it simple. I wasn't trying to spend too much time, but I did end up spending a lot of time, so I mean, sometimes it doesn't work out that way. And then adding my braid, and then the collar, and then just doing the line art basically. And for the perspective, I just made my arms get super huge near the edges, so it looked like my arms were getting closer and like holding the camera for taking the selfie. Then I'm just coloring it now, adding all the right colors to everything and shading it a little bit. And I basically just steal the colors from Renee, so I didn't have to bring back Aang to steal the colors from him. I just stole them from Renee, so that worked pretty well. And yeah, shading it, and then adding my skin color. And I don't know if you've noticed this, but again, I'm coloring the eyes with like a light blue because I have like blue eyes, so when I color the white, I added like a blue for the shading. And it kind of like gives the illusion of a colored eye without actually having to color the eye. And I don't know, I like the way it looks. And then I gave myself some freckles and my arrow. But my arrow isn't blue like Renee's or most airbenders, because mine's purple. And it was kind of just because when I first drew it, I gave myself a purple arrow. But it wasn't like on purpose. I thought it was blue. But like everyone's like, no, that's purple. So now I have a purple arrow. I guess it just makes me a little special. So yeah. Oh, and if right here you'll see I'm adding a little birdie. You might recognize it as a Pidgey from Pokemon. So every single entry for the 20-day challenge that I've done, there's actually a hidden Pokemon. Some are like more obvious than others. This is one of the least obvious. But if that gives it a little bit of a game, you can go through my avatar challenge and try and find all the Pokemon. So yeah, you can do that if you want. And then I decided, wouldn't it be funny if I just made this look like we posted it on Instagram before I posted it on Instagram? So here I'm trying to find a heart to put in to the font there, and then I wrote 500 likes. And I basically just made up a little description for the video. Well, not the video, the photo. Like we were on vacation at KYOSHI Island, and I made up names for everyone, like Renee's at Aang Lover 42, and CCL's at I Have Honor. And we're just heading up. What did I write? Oh, I said on vacation with my girls at Aang Lover 42 and at I Have Honor, shooting a selfie at the KYOSHI statue. Oh, that's being cut off. I can't see it. And hashtag KYOSHI Island before risking our lives and fighting the Unagi. Hashtag best vacation ever. I don't know. We were laughing pretty hard when we made that up. It might not be funny for everyone, but yeah. And then I just drew a little clock to say we posted it 12 hours ago, and then I just made a few adjustments, and ta-da! I was done! And here's the finished illustration. So if you like it, you can check out this one and all the other ones over on my Instagram for the 20-day avatar challenge. And if you want, you can follow along. I also have the prompts for all 20 days on my Instagram as well. And don't forget to check out Renee, Violet, and CrazyComicLady and check out theirs. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all next week.